Hello, Derek.
Hiya, Kenny.
And how are you today?
I'm okay, Tom.
Good, good.
Brenda told us a joke yesterday. There's a duck that goes, Brenda, yeah? There's a duck goes into a bar.
A duck?
Duck, yeah, and he said, can I have a pint of beer, please?
Duck asked for a pint
So he got, got his pint of beer and went in the corner and just sat there. Same the next day, can I have a pint of beer, please, the duck?
Duck.
So he served him. This went on for 3 or 4 days. And the barman says, it's unusual for a duck. I've never served any ducks before.
I don't think you would have done.
He says, so what do you do? He says, well, I live over the south side. And he says, I work over there. He says, you work? He says, I am a plasterer. Good plasterer.
He's a plasterer.
Yeah, he's a plasterer.
Getting interested.
Okay, so he got his pint of beer and away he went. And 2 or 3 days later, the barman says to the duck when he come in, there's a circus going to come to town. I've got some leaflets here.
All right.
And he says, why don't you go along and ask if you can do something, you know? And the duck says, did he have a big ringmaster? He says, yeah. And a big tent? He says, yeah. And lions and tigers and elephants? And he says, yeah. And clowns? Yeah. And he says, trapeze artists? He says, aye. He says, so what would they have a need of a plasterer like?
Boom, boom.
Anyway,
That's brilliant.
you've just come back from Europe, haven't you? Germany, yeah. Aye, so
the Euro finals, yeah.
So can you tell us anything about it?
Fabulous time, apart from the bloody football result. But yeah, it was a great time. I didn't go to any of the matches. We just watched on the big screen. Took the bagpipes. Of
course. You've been on all the news. Is actually marching up and down. The Germans love you.
Germans loved it. They don't like English. But
no, because we're funny buggers.
Your English upset the apple cart every time. But it was great. It was really, really great.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's right.
Stuart Armstrong should have had a penalty. I was a stonewall penalty.
Oh, man, Kenny.
But that's an Argentinian referee in Europe. What have we got? A South American referee? We're not decent referees in Europe.
You're not seeing the bias, are you, Kenny?
Oh, I'm not seeing the bias. That was a stonewall penalty.
Anyway, you had a good time.
Yeah, good time.
And I'm glad you're home safe and sober.
Just so sorry about the football result.
Anyway, we're going to be playing Yankee Doodle Dandy for the 4th of July.
Now that's a bit of a conundrum, because I think it comes from Galway or something. Right. But it was British tune, because remember Ireland was British. Because we're going back nearly 300 years. Yeah. 270 years to be precise. Right. So we're going back a long time.
I heard it was like 15th century. The Dutch used the same tune, Yankee Doodle. Yes. But they poured lots of daft words in and that.
Yes. Corrupted the tune. But I think it was adopted by the British to annoy the Americans
Yanks,
at the times.
Right.
It was to get back at the Yanks and
dishevelled and rubbish.
But the Yankees turned it round, didn't they?
They did, aye.
And they got
a rebel tune.
Yes.
Aye, so it was good. Anyway then, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Here we come.
Look forward to that. That's great.
Yankee Doodle dandy.
When the Yanks robbed the British.